Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my page. My name still remains Joshua Iguma, and today I'm live from Dallas area in Texas. And I hope everybody is doing well. Like I said, my name still remains Joshua Iguma. It's good to be back. Sorry, I've been off for some days. I've been so busy. That's why. Yesterday, I was flipping through my Facebook page and a video came, and it was a very interesting one. And I will gonna play the video, the soundtrack for you to listen. And it was comparing life of people in the diaspora and people back home. And going back and forth, he did a very good summation of the fact. I checked the comment section, and I see a lot of people. They were here, some people were here, and so on. And at the end of the day, I looked at it. So whichever way you want to look at it from, you'll be right. If you look at it to the right, you're right. If you look at it to the left, you're right. So it depends on the angle with which you are looking at it from. But before we proceed, let me quickly play the sound so that you listen. Please listen attentively to what it says, and then after the sound, we'll talk about one or two things. Then, and I will expect contribution from people. Don't just watch. Please comment about it. Say something. And if it does not resonate well with you, let's know so that we could trash it from that point. And if it resonates from you, what angle are you looking at it from? Let us know also. Put down your comment, talk about it, and don't forget to like this page, and also so that whenever I come online, we can always judge you together on fact concerning you and I as regarding Nigeria and moving abroad. And apart from that, this is going to be like a series, because okay, let me sit down and do a breakdown of some things, because this is not a topic people are. It's a sensitive topic, and people don't really like talking about it. You know, people in the diaspora, they don't want to talk about it, and people at home at times, you tell them the truth, they don't want to listen. Basically, just let me just do what you want to do. And a lot have run into trouble, a lot have, missed the opportunity, a lot. So, but before we go on, let's listen to this. Listen.
Two friends finished university in Nigeria. One sold their family land and used it to travel to the UK, while the other one sold their family land and used it to start a business in Nigeria. Within 10 years, the one in Nigeria don't overhammer. He get 10 shops for Lagos State, 4 duplets. Come see land. Come see the house where he built for him village. As if the blessings never there enough. The guy don't marry with 4 children. Come see family. While he spent in UK, use the 10 years chase British passport. This UK guy they live for one house, where they share with 4 people: Spanish, Colombia, Ecuador, India. And one Bangladesh guy they plan to join. And they never leave.
So, I hope you all heard the analysis of what the guy said. And he said 2 guys graduated at the same time. One sold his land and went abroad, went to UK, and the other one stayed behind and started a business. And within some expert of time, 10 years, the one at home has built a life for himself, and is living comfortably. Whereas the one who went abroad spent about 10 years trying to integrate himself into the system. And by the time he integrated himself, it was already 50. That doesn't really matter. Well, when you integrate yourself into the system, doesn't really matter. What really matters is how you do it and what you do. You see, I'm not of the opinion that people shouldn't travel abroad. No, It's good if you have the opportunity, if you have the means, and you have go for it. It's good because you are coming from unorganized society to an organized society. You know, a society whereby, yeah, if you do it properly, you can achieve the best, you can be the best of who you can be. But also, don't let us forget about it. Home is also good. You see, I always tell people, you don't know the benefit of Nigeria. You don't start to miss Nigeria. The day you miss Nigeria is the day you get on that flight. The flight that takes you on, say, man, I'm gone. But after a long journey, 6 hours or 12 hours, 24 hours, and you land at your destination and you look back, then that is when you begin to appreciate, man, that country I call Nigeria, there's a lot. You miss home. You miss home. Because, you know, Sultan said it that Ajo Dabili. And he said something, you know, that no matter where you go, make you not forget your area. You see, some things we take for granted. You know, when you hang out with your friend on the street in Nigeria, hang out with Mama Leba, go and chop a bar, you know, those areas, having your base, it goes a long way. You see, when coming abroad, please do a proper research. A lot of people, they jump into this, say, no man, I'm going, I just have to go. Yeah. When you land, your eyes go open. When you land, you know that, man, it is quite different from what the image you get home. People think, oh, once you land, you easily make work. Yeah, you if you know your way, you get to work and you walk and this thing. But you discover that if you're not careful, you might be lost in the system for years. For years, you might be lost in the system. And you're going to say, this person has gone 10, 15, 25 years. He has not gone back home. He has not visited home. What is happening? You know, so there's a lot of questions. So when they talk about, oh man, let's look at it, we're not saying don't jackpot, but do it with wisdom. Like I will tell people, if you have something good going for you in Nigeria, and you have the opportunity, don't abandon those things. Don't abandon the project that is working for you and sell everything and hit the flight. When you land, your eye will open. I always tell people, don't sell your properties. Don't. Because you'll be surprised. A lot of people here in the diaspora, they don't have one. They can't even afford it. Some still live in rented apartment. They don't have buildings here. They don't have back home. You know, well, then why are you working? Because this system is so complicated, it's so structured that as you're coming in, you come into the system, it will take a long time for you to fit it, especially if you did not come with the right visa. You see, now don't travel with the wrong visa. They'll tell you just come and this thing is, you know, if you come with the wrong visa, man, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. You see, most people in the diaspora, they won't share with you what they go through because you won't even believe. You see, oh, this person is just making it, this person is what is. And don't be fooled. You see, I want you to also that when people are coming to Nigeria, have you ever thought about it when people come to Nigeria, they always come with new clothes, new shoes, you know, with labels. They wear, just imagine. Because let me tell you, when people are coming, what they do is they run to the store, get some new shoes, get some new Nikes, and they bounce, come home and speak the grammar. Take some few dollars, the currency, which is good, you know, change some new few currency, they could blow it anyhow. But at the end of the day, have they really achieved abroad? There's a lot of questions. You see, so when they say, oh, this person is making, I can tell people there is a lot of good opportunity in Nigeria. In Nigeria is where you can make the money. And that's why, if you look at it, a lot of diasporans are now looking back home. You know, they are looking back home. They are looking back home so as to what? To invest back home. Because it's quite easier there. Things work easier, better. Yes, forget about the structure. Forget about, okay, a lot of kids will say, oh, kidnapping and so forth and blah 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 blah. You know, yeah, you know, that is how you have it everywhere. Crime rate is also high here in the U.S. It's high anywhere in the world. It's high. You could be going on the street and somebody just feel like, okay, I'm okay, I'm just here to this is gone. So, but it's just that this society is more organized, it's more, controlled. So when coming abroad, there's a lot of things. Number one, you have to look at how to integrate yourself into the system. I have to look at, okay, how do I move up the ladder? Because a lot of people come in and they have that British passport, have the Yankee passport, have the German passport. They've never even used that to travel. And now look at, okay, you have all this. What is going on? Because the system itself is choking. It will choke you out if you're not careful. I met some Nigerians in New York who have been here in the 70s. And it's okay, these ones have been here for a very long time. They are now grandpa. And most of them are near to homelessness or they are homeless. And I begin to ask my godfather what happened. He said the system will choke you if you're not careful. And when you come in, how do you get out of the low ladder? Because a lot of people are coming and they get trapped in the relocate of the ladder, and if they are trapped in there, how do you move on? There are ways to move on. Because you see some people, they work in the factories, spend 10 years here, 15 years, and they always be in the factory. They've never moved up the scale. Because the system has a way of stereotyping you. Those are things you need to listen to people abroad. When the diasporans come, ask them questions, tell them, say, bro, don't tell me the truth. Tell me the truth, because there is always two aspects of anything. And when they tell you the truth, believe them for the first time. Because if they doubt it, if you doubt it, you just, okay, they will laugh. A lot are here stranded. They want to come back home, but they can't. Because even you at home, you have a 3-bedroom, you have houses, you have things going on. Yeah, you might not be that super rich and this, but things are still working. Let's take for rent, for example. You cannot owe rent. You have to pay your rent or your mortgage every first of every month. If you don't pay your rent by on the 3rd, you get a late fee penalty. But on the 9th, they will evict you. You are homeless. Forget it. And that money that you are owing, you will still pay it. Because without paying it, you will not be able to get another house. So there is a lot to say. And most especially, don't always believe what the social media or the media itself, because when they show you the street of New York, they'll show you the high rising, the tower building, everything looking glamorous, but they won't take you to the street of Harlem, the street of Brooklyn. They won't take you to the slum. Or you go to Texas, they won't take you to. They say, "Oh man, everything is clean." Yeah, everything is clean. And want you to know. I also want you to know, in America, in anywhere in the world, UK, there are a lot of homeless people, which we don't really have in Nigeria, because your family will still take you in. But here, nobody will take you in, because when they take you in, you become like an excess baggage, because you make their utility bills to go up. So there's a lot to talk about when it comes to Japa, and this will do a series of it. Like I said, I want you to subscribe to this channel, click on the notification button, so that when we go live, let's judge you. Let's look at the two sides, the benefit of coming and the benefit of staying. And also, if you're here in the system already, join, let's talk. Because some people are in the system, they don't want to go back. They don't. They've lost it here. Not that they don't want to go back, but there's more to it. So brothers, sisters, Nigerians, so keep a date with me. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Click on the notification bell, so that whenever we come on live, we'll be able, let's judge you together. And let's start making a difference in our life. And let us embrace, and start benefiting just like the other community, the Asian community, the Indian community, what they have been able to do better, which we have not been able to live it better and sustainable in the diaspora and back home. And thank you for coming to this channel today. I will still expect you more. Bye. I still remain Joshua Egoma. Bye for now.